just to start with,
Over to
I'm
you,
going to
Allan.
start. Good evening, guys. I'm going to start tonight with a couple of river patterns. I'm going to do a couple of spiders to start with, and then I'll move on to loch fly. So the first fly I'm going to tie is going to be an Orange and Partridge, which does well in the lochs as well. It's a fly I've had quite a bit of success with. So I'm going to use a full and mill size 14 hook, and I'm going to use this full and mill orange pro thread. I don't know what you think of the pro thread, guys. I think it's the equal of uni. I've been using it now for the last 6 months. It's really quite like it. Quite like the range that they've got. So I'm going to get this orange thread on the hook to form the body. And I take it down here about the point of the hook. Build a wee body up, not too thick. And I'll take a brown partridge hackle, tie that in by the tip. Get that waist piece cut off. I've got my hackle pliers. I don't know about you guys, but I like to use these plunger clip things especially when using light hackles, like soft hackles and hen hackles, because sometimes they can be quite delicate, and I find this quite light. It's a lot lighter than using my normal hackle pliers, which are a wee bit heavy, and sometimes it breaks the hackle off. So I usually give this 2 or 3 turns. I think maybe one more will do it. Don't want to dress it too heavily. I don't know what's happening here. It doesn't seem to be. It doesn't seem to be wrapping around the hook very well. I don't know what's happening here.
There we go.
It's going round now. I don't know what was going on there. Twisting on me, I think. Move everything back. That's that. Very simple fly to tie. Here's my hot finish tool. You can knock the aim out 10 a penny when you're needing them, because it didn't take long to tie.
But they catch fish, don't they?
Yeah. Done well for me on the river, and, like I say, some of the smaller lochs for brown trout. So there you go, the Orange and Partridge. I'll just put a wee bit of varnish on it. Oh, some people do tie ribs on their Orange and Partridge spiders, but I've always been told just the way I was taught to tie them years ago was just the thread. So there you go, that's the Orange and Partridge. Just clean the eye out. There you go. Right, so we'll get that out of the vise. Next fly I'm going to tie is a hare lug in Plover. And I'm going to tie that in a size 14 hook as well again. Tie this with
fucking work.
yellow thread. This is the pale yellow from Full and Mill Pro Thread. Let's get this wound down the body. And the material I'm going to use here, it's another Full and Mill product. It's actually Euronymph flash dub. It's Hare's ear dark with a bit of UV in it, but I'm going to dub it on very, very sparse. So I'll take a wee drop because you want to see the yellow thread through the dubbing. I'll put another wee spot on. Just I can find my golden plover hackle. There we go. I couldn't get golden plover for a wee while, but I've got a friend who lives out in Tyree. Well, he doesn't live out in Tyree. He's got a property out in Tyree, and he was able to acquire some golden plover. Oops. You see, I don't fish the River Clyde that much, but I do like to go down and I've used these two patterns on the Clyde and they've done well for me in the past. So we'll get this wound on. Two or three turns should do it again. This one's winding on better than that partridge hackle did. Don't know what was going on with that. Maybe one more. I think traditionally the hairlug and golden plover would just a touch of hair lug, but like I say, this is stuff that out of the packet. It's got a bit of UV in it. Some would say it's sacrilege, but it's I don't mind using it. And that's it. We'll get that finished. There we go. A varnish. There you go. Hairlug and plover, golden plover. Right, so that's me. That's me finished. Aye, that's me finished with the spiders. I'll move on to a Loch fly now. It's a well-known Irish fly, the Cock Robin.
And if you just pull a tail in there, it'd be like a little mayfly. It'd be deadly.
Sorry?
If you put a couple of pheasant tails in that last fly, tied up, you like a little mayfly just coming off the gallows.
All right.
And right the trees.
Right, I'm going to tie this cock robin, and I'm going to tie this. I like to use the short shank specials, the size 10, or a size 10, but it's equivalent to a size 12 in length, but it's got the wider gape. So I like to tie this with some claret thread. So we'll get this on. Get it tied in. And I'll get a bit of bronze mallard for the tail. I don't know, I'm not right sure of the proper dressing. Do some people tie the tail in with pheasant tail maybe? I'm not sure.
It's bronze mallard.
Does it no matter? Aye. I'll tie it in with some bronze mallard tail.
That's what we use over here, Allan.
Do you use mallard? Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll just fold it.
I've actually knocked out as it is for next week.
All right. The cock robin's a fly that's done well for me in the lochs in Scotland here. It's a good fly.
If anybody needs to ask Allan a question, just unmute yourself, ask the question, and then remute, please.
There's the tail in. I've cut this waist off.
One more. I've got a constituent that I don't have to see it. Jeffrey Halliwell. It's come up from.
I'm going to put in a rib of oval gold tinsel. And next I'm going to tie in, going to dub it with some, I'm using golden olive, it's, what's this? I can't remember what dubbing this is. It's from Full and Mill, it's their, I can't remember what you call that. I can't remember. But it's golden olive I'm going to tie in at the back first. Got a spot of that. My camera just spilled in there. Disaster.
Okay.
I'll be back.
You take it to your left. That's it.
Move my vise. A bit.
There you go.
Not very steady, but here, well, yeah, man, I'll need to. God, what the hell I've done.
You got it on a tripod, Allan?
It's on a tripod, but I've got it on a book. It's resting on three. I've got it built up with 3 books. Can you just and there's no. Do you know what? There's no an awful. There's no an awful lot of.
Just take your time, Allan.
I'll go and get another. Zoom out a wee bit.
That'll do, yeah.
That well, okay at that.
Yeah.
Let's move the device over. Right, where was I? Right, I've tied in the tying in the oval gold. I'm going to dub it with the golden olive. I can't remember what you call that stuff. My mind's went blank.
Seals fur?
It's a mixture of, what do you call it, synthetic.
It's in,
Human mill. And then I'm going to put some of the red in the front. Then I'm going to rib it with the oval gold pencil. I've just remembered the name. It's Seal X is the name of it. The dubbing.
like a synthetic seals fur.
Yeah. Yep, Seal X. Quite nice stuff to use. And for the hackle, I'm not sure again. Like I say, I don't know what the original is. It's probably just what you say, a variant. This is a wee furnace hackle that I'm using.
The original pattern is red game for throat.
Just red game, is it? Yeah.
Yeah, you can also use the light to dark bronze mattered and the bronze mattered. But everyone has their own twist on the fly, so there's no. So I'm not going to put it down like everyone has their own twist. So your water in Scotland is a bit darker than ours. Your lots are bigger, but it's darker water.
All right.
So finding ideal to suit your own water. I fish with that confidently, so what you do now?
I've fished this pattern and I've also fished it. I've put pheasant tail legs on it as well. I've done that in the past just as a variant as well. Yeah. And it worked quite well.
It does. From in July in the season.
All right. We'll get more pheasant. More mallard here for the wing.
I'm on the Loch next week, so I'll have all the traditional patterns with me.
All right.
Yeah. I don't often get to the Loch, but when I do, it's all traditional fishing.
Is that you, Tom? Aye.
Sorry?
Say again, Ian?
Is that Tom Sullivan? What's on the phone on the other side? It's all right.
It's on Twill, isn't it? It's you on, isn't it? So, right, so we'll get this mallard on. We'll just fold the mallard.
He's actually got the best job in the world right now. We might not feel like it, the travelling and how it started, but seeing the positives, I just think that this guy's already qualified. He's going to be playing relaxed. He's playing well.
I'm going to get a telly on there, but it sounds it.
Ian,
What? I'm watching the darts as well.
And get my fishing gear ready for tomorrow.
Get this waste piece cut off. I'll just try and tidy this heat up. It's a wee bit big. I'm not happy with that heat, but yeah, we'll just get it quick finished at that. So there you go, that's my take on a cock robin.
You can see the red coming through, as it, can't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Get a wee bit of varnish on it. I'm running out of varnish actually. I'll need to get some more.
That's a nice variation of the cock robin.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I do dabble. I do make it like a dabbler. I do palmer.
Oh, cock robin dabbler, yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds interesting.
Yeah. The golden olive hackle. The West of Ireland golden hackle.
Oh, aye. So there you go. My take on a cock robin. So next, I'm going to tie. We'll go to my list. Right, I'm going to tie a fly that I call it a CDC Doobry. It's a variation of a Doobry, and the last month's Fly Fishing and Fly Tying magazine. I got the article published in that, so there's a step by step in the magazine, and a wee article I wrote about the fly, how I came to devise it. So this is a CDC Doobry. So it's a variation of a Doobry. So I'm going to start off with orange thread. Again, the Full and Mill Pro thread. Just get that wind on the body.
Is that Full and Mill thread nano silk?
This is Pro thread, it is.
I know, but is it a nano silk or is it like the sheer thread?
No, fully mill.
Full and Mill. It's not as thin as nano thread, sheer or anything like that. No, but this is 70 denier, which is equivalent to 80, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting as well.
For a tail, I'm using the Full and Mill floss, and this is a 340 denier. It's pretty much just like the Glow Bright. I still use Glow Bright as well, but this stuff's quite good too. It's a wee bit. Well, this 340 is a wee bit thicker than the Glow Bright. It doesn't mean you don't need to give it as many folds. So that should do it at that, I think. Just cutting it there. And flare it with the usual, with a toothbrush. I've used this, I've used it for brownies and I've used it for the rainbows too at the local reservoir, Cubbonshaw, and it works equally good for both rainbows and brown trout. So I usually leave the tail till I get other materials tied in and I kind of determine what length, but that length will be far away. Right, so for the rib for this fly, I'm going to be using copper wire. if I can find it. I had the copper wire sitting there and it's disappeared. I don't know what I've done. I'll just use gold wire instead.
Have you got any trout reservoirs closing up there, Alan?
Not that I'm aware of, no.
We've just had a word yesterday in Staffordshire. Blithfield Reservoir at Dorstaffs is closing for trout fishing at the end of this season.
All right. What's that down to finances or
Come again, sorry.
what's the reason for that?
I suppose running costs, I suppose.
Well, just the running costs, yeah.
Is it going to a coarse fishery?
No, I doubt it. I don't know what's happening yet.
Right.
Yeah,
For the
yeah.
body, I'm going to use gold light bright. I hate using this stuff. It's a hell of a mess. It's quite dry. So, like I say, a Doobry would normally have a red tail. If I change it to the orange, and it would have a gold body. So instead of a gold tinsel body, I'm using this dubbing, this gold bright, no gold bright, bright, what's it called? Light bright dubbing. Quite flashy. It's quite long in the fibre, so you don't need an awful lot of it. Quite a flashy pattern. So there's a wee stray bit there. Just get that down the body. Need a wee bit more. Need to leave a wee bit of space there anyway for 2 or 3 hackles to go in here. So next I'm going to put on as in the normal Doobry, a black cock hackle down the body. Here we go. That's it. Well, I kind of prepared my hackles earlier today, so rather than having to dig out the gape and take it off, it makes it easier doing these demos. Then we just palmer that down the body. The Doobry the original Doobry was a Stan Headley pattern, and I use the Doobry quite often. It's a good fly in its own right, but it was just something a wee bit different. I thought I would try with this pattern. I say I normally rib this with copper wire, but this, I don't know, I've misplaced it. So I'm just using gold wire. Off at least. Just make sure that wire's secured in.
Is it nice segmentation as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, it turned out not too bad. Doesn't he always do that? Just take that wire off. Right, so next, I put on a CDC hackle, orange hackle. I use the full and mill. I use full and mill stuff quite a bit. The full and mill CDC packets of CDs, quite good stuff. Good quality marabou. Marabou CDC. Now, where is my CDC? I thought it was in this wee tub. I can't see it. For goodness sake, Alan, what are you doing this? You know, I prepared all these hackles and I put them into wee tubs ready to use. And there it's there. Found it now.
I did that the other week, prepared everything and then couldn't find it.
I keep calling it Marabou, sorry, CDC. So I've tie this CDC hackle in by the tip. It gives the fly a lot of movement. That's the idea behind it. Instead, well, a normal Doobry would have an orange hen hackle here, but I'm tying in this CDC. Get that tied off. Again, I'll use my wee plunger hackle because it's quite a delicate feather. Just stroke all the fibres back like that. I'll use, I'll get another turn. Well, no, I'll just leave it at that. Don't want to overdo it. Get the waste off. Pull those hackles back. I've still got another hackle to put in the front. Right, so next hackle is a magpie scalp hackle. And again, it's got a lot of movement. It's very, very soft, delicate. And as I say, that's the whole idea behind the fly was to get movement, a lot of movement in the fly. Just pull all that waste stuff off. And tie it in by the tip. And of course, I got the magpie scalp off Steve at Cookshill. Some of the smaller hackles in the magpie scalp are quite good for spiders as well, wee wispy spiders too. The smaller ones, but this is one of the larger ones on it. In the scalp. Jackdaw scalp's quite good as well.
Steve supplies some cracking capes and stone skins.
Oh, aye. Partridge skins are great. And we'll get this wound on. A wee bit messy, but it comes together in the end.
That's going to work well, pull through a wave, isn't it?
Yeah. It's, like I say, there's loads and a lot of movement in this fly. Just got all these fibres pulled back and form a neat head. What, finished? There they have it. That's my variation of a Doobry. I call it a CDC Doobry or a reimagined Doobry. Like I say, you can actually read about this pattern in the Fly Fishing and Fly Tying magazine for the last month there. I got an article published about it, so you can read about it in there if you buy that magazine. I'll get some varnish on the head of it. There you go, that's it. The reimagined Doobry. Stan Headley will be. I don't know what he thinks. He might not think much of it.
I bet he'll tie a few of them up as well.
There you go. That's the CDC Doobry, or reimagined Doobry. So next, I'm going to tie Mr. Drummond's Dunkeld Sparkler, and I'm going to tie that in a size 10 hook again. With a big flashy fly, this one. Ian Drummond tied this fly, and I know there's a lot of different Dunkeld sparkles around here, but he tied this one, particular one, up a number of years ago when he used to coach the young laddies, the youth team at our club, Adrian District Angling Club, when they were participating in the Scottish Youth Championships, and they used this fly to great effect. This was about 20 years ago, a version of this. So this is where this pattern came from.
Ian's on here tonight.
Is he on? Aye.
Yeah.
So I don't know what he'll make of this, if it's true to his pattern or not, I'm not sure, but we'll see how it goes. So, broke my thread. Well, he did say you could tie it with orange thread as well, so we'll just go with that. Orange or red. So we'll go with, I'll just take that off. Yeah, use the orange thread. The only place you see the thread is at the head, so Ian did say that he has tied it as orange, and with orange as well as red. So for the tail, I'm going to be using, again, full and mill Profloss. You can use glow brights. Glow brights just as equal to it. So I've got to let that off and fold it over in itself a few times. For my tail. Missed a bit there. Right, I'll just flick that out with the toothbrush again. This time I need to make the body a wee bit smoother because it's got a body of gold tinsel. So get this waist cut off. Table's starting to get a bit messy here. I'm having trouble finding stuff. Get that tight then. Right, so for the rib of this, I'm going to use gold wire again. pair of old scissors over here that I'll use for cutting this wire. I've got the tail a wee bit long in this one this time, but I'll cut that down a bit. That's a wee bit better. So next we're going to put on the body material, which is gold tinsel or holographic tinsel. In this case, I'm using the holographic tinsel. And what I like to do is put a wee spot of super glue on the body when I'm putting tinsel bodies on. It just helps protect it. Stops it unraveling, especially when you're tying it on. Right, so overlap turns. Just get that gold body formed with the tinsel. I've got a rotary function on this. I use it sometimes, but I prefer to just wind things on by hand. I think you get more control and stuff when you do that.
I think it's what you get used to, isn't it, Alan?
Yeah, that's it, aye.
It's not a lot of the opponent, and you can't if you're already open.
Get that waste piece cut off. Oops. Well, I'll be able to get that down with the thread there, but it's just a wee bit too much. That's better. So next I'm going to put on an orange cock hackle. I've got one prepared here, ready. Cock hackle here. We'll palmer that down the body. And take a wee bit more off of that, down to the shorter hackle fibres. And we'll get this one down the bottom. And get the wire down the body, or up the body. I don't know what way it is. And get that secured in. Take that off. Now let's get this properly bind it down, bound it down. Right. Top to it off. So next we're going to put a blue hen hackle on the front here. I've got one already prepared, I think. I'll tie this in by the tip. I suppose I can. Then we'll get this. Oh. Yeah, a couple of tons of this too. Probably just a couple of tons. We'll see once it goes on. I'll know how much is enough once I start winding it. I don't know what's going on with this. It's kind of twisting.
Sometimes they don't want to play, do they?
I know it's hit or miss, isn't it? Sometimes it's all right. That'll do. We've got the thread round this now. What have I done? What have I made that right? Oh, yes. I think I made an absolute mess of this, I think.
No, it's just that the thread got trapped
Well,
in
well,
the.
I'll need to tie
trapped in
another
the-
one on. Hopefully I've got another one there ready.
That happens to the best of us.
Nah.
Yeah.
Right, there we go. Got another one. Get this prepared to tie in by the tip. Get it up a bit. This time, hopefully we'll catch the thread on the. I know what's wrong. I've actually got too much thread there at the front. It's too thick. But we'll make do. We'll get it. We'll get there eventually. Hopefully this time. That's what it is. I've built up too much of a. It's just too thick there at the minute. It's just too thick. But I wind the hackle around it. So hopefully we'll manage around it right enough. But that's it. Goodness. Get all that pulled back. Bit of mess here, we've got too much hackles sticking out. Sort that when I put the wing on it. So next, normally you would have a Dunkeld, a normal Dunkeld, you would have a mallard wing, but in this occasion, as it's called a sparklet, I'm going to use a Simplify material called Goula Gold or something it's called. So we get a few strands of this. Like that. So we'll get that tied into the length. I usually like to get into about halfway into the tail, I would say. For me, that's the way I like it. Not just before the end of the tail. Pinch and loop it. And then what I like to do is pull that back. And form the head. The head's a wee bit bulky again, but I'll get that covered in a second. I'll get this cut to size. I would say about there. And I'll just try and tidy this head up a bit. Watch some of that flash on this side. I don't know what it's like on that side. Not too bad. No, it's just a matter of quick finishing that now. And tidying up the head. There are a couple of stray hackles there. I'll get them cut off. Wee blue hackle here, it's annoying me at this side. But underneath, I don't suppose it would annoy the fish, but it annoys me. So all that requires is some varnish to secure the head there. So there you go, that's called Mr. Drummond's Dunkeld Sparkler. I say there are a few variations of these things out there, but this is the one Ian likes to use, and I've used it myself. Works for rainbows, and I haven't caught brown trout on it, but I think Ian's done well with brown trout with it.
Allan, the fly was developed for Carn Valley for all brown trout. That's where it was. Where I developed that for.
Dunkeld Sparklet. Always like that. The next one is I'm going to tie a fly. It's a fly for South Uist. It came to my attention in a book. There's a book out. It's the South Uist Estates released a book a year or two ago there, and this pattern was in it. It was called the Tartan. It was devised by John Kennady, who worked for the estate out there, I think. He was a well-known fly fisher and fly tyer who
John Kennedy
developed the clan chief. He invented is the right word. I would say devised the clan chief pattern. This is called the Tartan. It's quite a big fly. I haven't actually fished this fly, but I'm going to South Uist in July, and I've been told that it does well. So I've tied a few up. It's a very nice fly to tie, and it'll be even better if it catches fish. Like I say, it's got a reputation for catching, so Here we go. It's black thread for this.
You say it's called a tartan?
Yeah, just the tartan, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a slight variant, right enough, because the one that I saw has got a wee tag of Mirage, but I didn't bother with that. I'll just hide the boy. I'll explain it as I go. Right. So the tail was a pheasant tail crest. No, pheasant tail, golden pheasant crest, sorry. Wee bit long, think cramp my hand there. Oh. Right, I like to, as you probably know, put a turn under the tail there. Helps to keep it up a wee bit. And the rib for this is copper wire, which I've just found. It was in this wee tub here. I should have used that on that Doobry, but I've eventually found my copper wire. So copper wire for the rib for this. Like I say, the original had a wee Mirage tag underneath it, but I didn't do that with the ones I've been trying. Maybe I should have, but you know, this is what we're doing tonight. The body of this is copper tinsel. I've got some here somewhere. I hope I've got it because I looked it out. Oh, there it's there. This copper tinsel here. It's blue on one side, copper on the other. And actually, I've had this a wee while, and it's actually splitting. You know, the blue on one side, copper on the other. I was using it making these before, and it was splitting, but this bit seems to be okay. So I'll get the blue side to me, so that when I wind it on, the copper will be on the right side for forming the body. Just put that down there again.
You can actually take that tinsel apart.
Can you take it apart? Aye.
Yeah.
Just use the blue stuff.
Yeah, use the blue or the gold, copper. Sorry.
That's the same with the silver and gold.
Sorry, Owen?
Yeah.
It's the same there with the silver and gold I found over the years. You can, with your thumb and your finger, you just push it apart.
All right.
Yeah.
They're like together.
I actually went like I was going to put super glue on there. I went and lifted my varnish, so that'll do. It might do the same trick.
Does the same thing.
Aye.
I just sent you on Messenger, Allan, a picture of cock robin I fish with at home.
All right. I'll look forward to seeing that. Have you posted that up? Yeah.
No, it's on. I sent it to your Messenger, but I put on the WhatsApp group later on.
All right. Good. I'll see that when I come.
Yeah. The hackle right is turned, but it's right game.
Right game. Right.
Yeah.
This is a big straggly fly. I think it's actually devised for salmon and sea trout, actually, over in South Uist. I say I haven't actually fished this, but I've been told to get some tied up, so I've got a few in my box already. So, like I say, it's quite a nice. It's a very one of these flies. It's just a pleasure to tie. I like tying these kind of big straggly things. Let's cut this copper. I've got too much copper on. Right, so the hackle for this is claret cork. So I've got one here prepared.
That's a nice colour, Allan.
Yeah, it looks not too bad there. It's actually quite dark, but once you put it under the light, you can see it a bit better. Yeah. It's that's one of the, I got that. That's from Vineyards. No, it's one of the premier, the premier capes that they do. Is it? It's quite good. I've got a few of those in different colours. Quite good hackles. Yeah, good capes.
They're very universal for dry flies and wets.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah. Good quality.
Uh-huh. So we'll get this wound up the body. And rivet with the copper wire. You still don't want to risk it too much. Sometimes you just try and break it off, you can end up
Pulling
getting your fly if you do that. Pay for it to cut it off. Right, and the next hackle that goes on is pheasant neck. No pheasant, peacock neck. Peacock neck head feather. You tie that in by the tip. Lovely feathers, these pheasant, the peacock neck hackles. Lovely blues and greens on them. So you just got to kind of locate the tip, which can be a wee bit tricky. You can try and locate it by holding the end of it with your hackles, but yeah, I've got it. I seem to have it. Just wet that. They're a wee bit tricky sometimes to wind on. They've got a mind of their own, these things. But we'll see how we go in here. Got it at last. Cut the waste piece off. Just make sure I've got a nice even bed for the hackle to be wound on here. Oh, came off, I hadn't tied it in right. Let's see. Take it back. This time we might get it in right. I might have to use another hackle.
That one definitely don't want to play.
No. Might get away with it. I'll try it, but if it doesn't work, I'll just use another one. Right.
You fold them fibres over and tie it down, it won't come out.
Aye. Right, we'll see how this goes. The stock's a wee bit short here. Only needs a couple of turns right enough. You only need 1 or 2 turns with it. That's all you get out of it anyway, usually. Folding back. And get that secured in. They're all over the place, hackles. They don't like to sit in the where you want them. I just wave it. I'll need to take it off. Start again. Right, a nightmare. Got another one here. Right, see if I can do better with this.
Lovely colour to it, isn't it?
They are nice hackles. This one's going on a bit better.
I'm flying with you.
Aye. Right. There's another hackle to go in the front here. I'll tell you in a second. Right, so that's that. The next hackle is a guinea fowl, a red guinea fowl hackle. I've got one prepared here. Again, these are hackles I know that have got a mind of their own, haven't they? These twist all over the place when you try to use them.
Some lovely colours.
That, you know, that isn't the actual guinea fowl, is it? That's a grizzle I've got there. Here's a guinea fowl here. Got the guinea fowl there.
Is that from a Cape, Allan?
It's for no the guinea fowl. I just buy them. I got them for Cookshill when I was loose bag. Aye.
I was going to say because sometimes you can buy it by the Cape. Now this is reverse all Capes, you know.
Get them,
I
find
find
colours.
that they can, if you pull your feather from the left of the Cape,
Uh-huh.
they turn better. They're more compliable in working with
All
you.
right.
And then if you take it from the right side of the Cape, you put your hackle underneath it, and you wind the same way, but you're tying your hackle underneath.
Right. So I'll get that tied in. The stock's a wee bit long. I'll just cut that there for a wind in case it fouls the fly when I'm winding it. Right. Try to get these to work as well. These are murder. What you need is a couple of tons of this. And get all this pulled back. Four in the head.
I love the blend of colours.
Yeah, well, I can see why it's called the tartan, we know, with the red and the blue and stuff like that,
Yeah.
kind of intermingled. I think that's probably where the name comes from. Yeah, it's a big, it looks pretty much, that probably looks like a big Irish fly to me. But aye, it's supposed to be good in South Uist, so I'll give it a go when I go over and summer.
That would be very good here on the west coast of
Aye.
Sea Trout in the Connemara Lochs and the coast. Yeah. We use a lot of peacock, the fly called
Yeah.
the gourd pro.
All right,
But
aye.
some of the flies, we put a peacock into it as an addition.
Right.
I'd fish with that.
Aye. There you go. That's known as the Tartan. It's devised by John Kennady, who worked for the South Uist Estates many years ago. I think he's passed away, but his son still lives on, carries his legacy forward.
Allan, is that out of the book that John Kennedy did? The Lochs and what have you of South Uist?
Yeah, in South Uist, that's correct, aye. Yep.
Print now, unfortunately.
Aye. Yeah, I'm going to try another one of his patterns. I think I'm going to do that next, called the Brigadier. That's another John Kennedy pattern. Again, it uses peacocks. There you go. That's known as the Tartan. There you go. So next, like I said, I'm going to do another John Kennedy pattern called the Brigadier. It's a wee bit simpler than that, but it still uses a peacock net. Again, it's a big fly, the size 10. Get one out this box. And again, I'll just use black thread for it. And again, it's a pheasant, a golden pheasant crest tail. Yes, crest fibres for the tail.
I'm enjoying your Thailand, but I have to leave, so though.
All right, Owen.
I have weapons of destruction to get ready for tomorrow morning. I'm fishing the weir in the morning, so.
All right.
So I'll continue on on the YouTube with the remainder of this. I'll just fast forward and I'll watch the remainder of it. So
Right.
I really enjoying your time, Sam.
Hey, thanks very much, Owen.
Really, yeah. Because those flies would work on the west coast over here.
All right.
Next time I'll see you face to face will be Biffy next February. I was talking to you
All
that.
right.
I go on, I was on the copter stand time. So
All right.
catch you then. I sent you on to that cock robin there on your measure, but I'll post this now to the group as well.
Right.
Cock
That's
robin.
good. I'll have a look at that when I come off here tonight.
Right. Good night, lads. Good night,
Good night,
ladies.
lad. Good night, Owen.
Right.
So there you go, pheasant tail, golden pheasant crest for a tail again. This time it's a oval silver tinsel I use for the rib. For this one. I can get this perished rubber band off it, sticking to it. Right, we'll get a big piece of this cut off. Rib material tied in. Just pull it in. Yeah. And for the body, I'm using, again, I'm using the Seal X in black this time. Oh. That's no black. Well, I've got the wrong dub in here. I'll get it in a sec. It's actually no Seal X I'm using this time. It's Tactical SF. It's again, it's a full and mill product, and it's a synthetic material. So I'm going to use the black. Use it in black. So I'll get my thread back down there. Yeah. I like to turn my vice upside down when I'm dubbing usually because it gives me more room to get the dubbing put on the thread.
Handy little tip that, Allan.
Yeah, I've been doing that for a wee while now. It's just find it more convenient, you know. There we go. And for this, when I seen this first tied, it was tied with a hen hackle, with a claret hen hackle. But the claret hen that I've got, it's no good for palming down a body. It's nice for putting on collars and stuff like that. So I've got a kind of claret, maybe kind of into magenta really, with kind of grizzle. I'm going to use that on this time instead of the hen. Okay, this is, I suppose, it's not a Brigadeer, it's a variant. There'll be people out there that would be quite annoyed that I'm calling it a Brigadeer, saying it's a variant. So it's a variant. It's a variant of the Brigadeer. So I'll just get this down the body. So we'll golden the body now. Off that waist piece. Go that back. And so off it. And for the head of this hackle, again, it's peacock neck again. So, I don't know if I've got one ready here. Quite big, like I say, that's the whole idea. It all sweeps back. Tied in by this tip again. These are quite troublesome. You do get used to them if you're tying a few right enough using this peacock neck. Wee bit tricky. sometimes they go in no trouble, but other times they do cause you a lot of trouble. Just spin back. So just weigh that and get that.
I see I'm going to have to get myself some peacock neck hackles.
Yeah, well, Cookshill's the place for that. You'll get a bulk bag of that. It's not that expensive either. Lovely hackles. They're lovely feathers. So I'll just kind of wait that to try and manipulate it back a bit and then wind it on. Hopefully it'll go on better than it did the last fly. It'll go on a bit easier, hopefully. I'll just bring my thread to the front here. So what I'll do, I should have done this before. I've seen people do this before. They run their needle up there and it seems to kind of
breaks the back.
It helps when you wind it on.
Breaks the back of the fibre.
Yeah, yeah. The stock on this is a bit pretty thick, but hopefully I'll be able to get it right down. Yeah, I've got it. We'll just sweep all that back and form a neat head.
I like that one, Allan.
Yes, they're lovely flies to tie. Quite satisfying tying this style. That one's sitting nice. Right, that's finished. Oh, I can find my. Let's see it. Well, there you go. That's the Brigadeer. Another John Kennady fly for South Uist. Again, devised for salmon and sea trout in the lochs. Once they're in the lochs, I'm sure you would fish it. You could fish it in the river too. Just make sure the ice cleared it. The Brigadeer.
Yeah, like that one.
Yeah. Next on my list is just it's a fly again, just a fly that I tried, I kind of just made up myself, and I've caught fish, I've caught brown trout on it. It's just, I call it an orange. It's an orange palmer with a grouse collar hackle on it. So I'll get a size 10 hook for that. A second. There. Size 10 hook. And I'll use brown thread for this one to braid it. Right, and for the tail of this, I used tippet. Present tippet. So length of it. I don't like the tippet tail too long on it. Some people like to tie their tippet tails pretty long, don't they? And show the second with the black bar there. I don't like them too long. A wee bit uneven there, but it doesn't matter. Put that waste off. For the rib of this fly, I use a gold oval gold tinsel. I can get the air there. The rubber band's troublesome. It's wrapped around it. Let's see. The oval gold for the rib for this. Just make sure they're tied in. And I'm just going to use this tactical SF dubbing again from Full Mill. And going to tie it in orange. It's quite a. Well, this colour is actually fluorescent sunburst orange, it's called. That's what they call it. That might be enough. Again, I've caught brown trout and rainbows with this fly. So it's got an orange palmer body on this one. I've got a hackle prepared here. With a thick stem on that. A hackle. Get this palmered up the body. Start again. One more. That'll do it. Get the gold body to secure that hackle in. The gold tinsel to secure it. Hackle in.
Went on better the second time.
Aye, that's what they say, don't they? It does go in better. You must, I don't know, it must help shape it, get some persuasion. Secure that tinsel in. Right, for the final hackle for this one, I'm using a grouse hackle. It adds a bit of nice contrast, and it being a soft hackle, it gives it a bit of movement in the fly. So just tie this grouse hackle in by the tip. I've not got a grouse skin. Again, I bought these grouse packets of loose grouse hackle from Cookshill. Always reliable, good quality feathers. Oh. And get this right on. Again, I'll do the same as I did with that peacock hackle. You see it breaks it kind of back of the hackle there. Helps when you rewind it on. Four-minute head. Eyes, no, they're not what they used to be, but I sometimes use a magnifying glass when I'm for my head. No, I do this sometimes. No, like I would get the magnifier and make sure I'm laying the thread on the right area. Try to form it into a nice shape. Right, that's just because of the way my eyes are at the minute. So I will just get that work finished. I'm looking for my wee doodah for cutting the outside, cutting the thread. There you go, an orange palmer, grouse and orange palmer. It's, like I say, it's caught me wild brown trout in the Highlands. I've also used it in my local reservoir clubbing shots. Caught me fish there too in the summer months. Yeah, that's another one done. Orange and grouse palmer. Nice big fly.
I can see why it catches the browns.
Yeah. What am I going to do? The next is a fly. Again, this is a fly. When I've been to South Uist a few times in recent years, and when I was there 2 or 3 years ago, we met a couple of guys that were staying at the same hostel as us. And they came up every year. A couple of were younger than us, come up every year, and I kept in touch with. I said his name was Tom. It was Jamie. Jamie's his name. Can't remember his second name. We kept in touch. He's a Scots guy. He's originally from Glasgow, but he moved down to London. He lives in London, and he goes up to South Uist every year. And he's asked me to tie him a few flies a couple of occasions. And I tied this one, and he told me, because I've not fished this fly, but he told me he got a sea trout on this fly. And it's not, like I say, it's a fly that's not got a name. It's just to explain it as I go along. It's Magenta Teal and Grizzle. It's a red grizzle. It's in the hackle. It's an attractor pattern, just pretty much like those ones I've been tying there. But we'll go ahead and get this tied. Like I say, Jamie he caught a sea trout on it, so I've got a couple in my box I'm going to take with me in the summer. Again, this has got golden pheasant crest tail. So sometimes double them up just for durability. Because it's quite a weak material, isn't it? A wee bit long. Just turn underneath that there. Help pop it up. And for the rib of this, it's a oval silver tinsel. I think it was one of the mackerel lochs that Jamie was on when he caught this sea trout with this pattern. So for the body of this, I'm using it's a kind of a light claret seams for. Let's see it. Get it out. A wee bit more, just for the length of the body. Yeah. So for the body of this, I used a magenta hackle. It's a cock hackle, but it's quite a soft cock hackle. Kind of webby hackle, if you want to call it that. Get this wound up the body. Get it right in. Paste it off. Oh, right. Oh. So next, we're tying in a red grizzle hackle. I'm just going to tie it in with the. Okay. Let me stop. Been doing this quite a bit tonight.
Sometimes you just slip out, don't they?
I should put wax on it because it does help. I should do that.
Helps to grip it, doesn't it?
It does give it grip.
Yeah.
It's something I'm guilty of. I know I do use wax, but I don't use it every time, and I should use it more.
I find it helps when you tie the tip in to fold that tip back.
All right, I understand. Yeah. Right. We'll see if this goes on. I'm going to. Not a bit enough. Still got another hackle to put in the front yet. Pull these hackles back, tidy it up. And for the final hackle in the front, I'm going to put a teal hackle, a teal collar hackle. I should have one prepared here in my wee. Don't see it. Where the devil is it? Is that it there? Yeah. Got this teal hackle here. Just tie it in by the tip. And before I do that, I'm going to put some wax on there in case it slips. It's maybe not the best marked teal actually, but it'll do. Get that tied off. Cut off. And get this wind on.
A teal gives it a bit more life, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does, aye. It'll give it, because it'll give it movement as well. They're not out of place, but I'll pull them back. Get that work finished. If I can find the work finished. Couple of articles here. We'll get that cut off. A bit of varnish. There you go. Like I say, there's one I've just made up with, but like I say, a friend I got to know through South Uist went back the following year and caught a sea trout with this fly. So there you go. It's Magenta, Grizzle, Teal, whatever you want to call it. It's another big bushy attractor, similar to the style for South Uist. And a big wave, of course. You need a big wave for a fly like that. Eh? So I'll tie one more fly if that's okay. I don't know how long I've been on here. I've been on quite a while.
Nearly 2 hours.
What? 2 hours?
Yeah.
I can't believe that. But I'll do one more. It's an Irish fly, a bruiser. You may be aware of it. It's a nice fly to tie. Again, black thread for this one. It's on a big size 10. And for the tail of this, I'm using blue floss. You can use glow bright, but I'm using Full Mill Pro Floss. So get this out if I can get this. There we go. Just double that up. Make a wee floss tail, blue tail. My way up high. I didn't realise what I was holding that there. Get that. Get it flecked up with the toothbrush. I can find it. Lost the toothbrush, so I'll just need to use a wee brush that I've got. Nope, get the waist cut off. And for the rib of this again, it's silver tinsel. And we'll get the thread set at the back there for the dubbing, which is this blue dubbing here. I can't remember it's an Irish colour, isn't it? It's Donegal blue, they call it. So we'll use that for the body. I'm not sure what the original bruiser. There is a fly, the bruiser. It's well known, but I'm not sure of the exact dressing. It's something along these lines, I think. I'm calling it a bruiser. It's probably again a variant of a bruiser. caught fish. I caught brown trout, whereas it's aimed for sea trout, but I did catch brown trout in South Uist a few years ago using the bruiser. Right. Yeah. Over it. Robin. What's this? Right, for the hackle, the body hackle for this, it's a double hackle for blue and cock hackle, a blue hackle and a cock hackle went together to form the body hackle. I need to get another. I'll need to get a black cock hackle off my cape here. What's a the side? I don't know what I've done with it. Yeah. I don't know what I've done on the black cape. It'll be here somewhere. Yeah. So I'll get this. I'll get a suitable black cock hackle. That looks like good enough one there. So what I do here is I wind the two of them up together. I've got a blue one here already prepared. So we'll put these two hackles together and hopefully they'll wind up the body together. Can be tricky, but you do get used to it, and I usually do not too bad with these. The trick is you've got to try and keep the same amount of tension on them. Sometimes they come apart. But so far, so good. Then we'll get that secured with the silver, oval silver tinsel.
Andy, having a clamp not there, isn't it?
It's just the it's the wee nut for tightening the vice. It's handy for keeping the hackle plier on out the way. I know some people like when they're hackling, they end up the thing dangling down. I like to keep it out of the way.
Yeah.
Right, so I'll just pull all that back just to make sure it's okay, secured. Right, let's see. We'll get that waste piece cut off. And we'll get the silver, gold silver. So just pull everything back to prepare the area for the last hackle. Which is a blue grizzle hackle I use on this. I've got one ready. I can get out of the tub. Blue grizzle hackle. Well, I'm just thinking there when I'm tying that wood, I know I'm just as well tying a blue grizzle up the body. It would do the same trick as winding a blue and black hackle together. But anyway, we'll just tie this in by the stock. There we go. Get this. A couple of turns should do it. Doesn't need much because it's quite a heavily dressed fly as it is. Two turns should do that. Or my neat head, cover up all the wee loose parts. It's annoying me. Get it?
Definitely a sea trout pattern.
Yeah, the colours, yeah. Yep. I'll just quick finish that. Check off. So there you go, that's the bruiser.
Thank you,
So
Allan.
that's the night. I didn't realise it'd been on so long.
Time flies when you're enjoying yourself.
Yeah, I'll just turn this round now. Am I doing the right way? Wait, how do I put this back onto the...
Switch your camera now.
Oh, I got it there. Whoops. That's
There
it.
you go.
So there you go, guys. There a selection of flies. Hope you enjoyed that.
Yeah, cracking day.
I certainly enjoyed tying them. I didn't realise they'd been tied for so long. So hope you liked them.
Oh yeah.
I like tying the Loch styles. That's my kind of favourite way to fish and my favourite flies to tie as well. You know. So, I hope you enjoyed it, guys.
Nice to see one a bit more unusual.
Aye.
Yeah. Lovely. Thank you very much indeed, Allan. Fantastic stuff.
Yeah, thanks for the opportunity to do it.
Yeah.
Thanks, Allan.
Yeah.
Nice
one.
Cheers.
Cheers.